Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an informative video titled How to Survive High School. So to make this video understandable, like here in our country, Nigeria, some schools use JSS and SS while some school uses grade. So anyone you fit in, whether your school uses junior secondary school and senior secondary school level or grade, so you'll be able to grab it and you relate it to this video and understand. And secondly, some use secondary school while some use high school. All are the same thing. Just use the form you use in your school and try and understand this video. So guys, today's video will be divided into three topics, which are the academic aspect, the relationship aspect, and the social aspect. So without wasting time, let's get straight to the video. So guys, under the academic aspect, I want to start with this very first important note, so keep it down. Avoid toxic reading. When I mean toxic, I mean toxic. If you don't understand what I mean by toxic reading, let me give you an illustration. For example, you are in SS1, then maybe SS1 should be around that grade 8 or grade 9 or something. Then you have not finished learning what is in that SS1. You are now going to learn what SS3 and what SS2 is doing. That is what I mean by toxic reading. We know in a school like here we have what we call, it's divided into 3 terms, which are first term, second term, third term, that they used to teach you everything related to that particular class. So avoid toxic reading in the sense that make sure you are done with your SS1 topics before you say you want to move to SS2 topic, before you say you want to move to SS3 topic. On the normal in life, everything's all about patience and calming down. You just need to calm down. When it's now in your SS3, SS3 is like the last grade, your final grade in school. That is when you are going to write your final exam. So that is when you are now going to start revising from where you started from SS1, 2 and 3 according to your grades like that and study. But when you try doing toxic reading, you find out that your brain will be too occupied that you end up writing rubbish on your exam. And it's not like you are not intelligent. You are intelligent, but it's because of, let me just use that word, like I too know, as people may say, that may cause it. So if you're in SS1, study your SS1 very well. Nobody's going to ask you SS2 work or SS3 work. If you're in SS2, study for your SS2 very well. Nobody's going to ask you SS3 work. They're only going to ask you maybe previously SS1 work. And as a result of you studying your SS1 very well, you'll be able to cope very well with your SS1 work. Then when you now enter the SS3, that is now when you will now settle down, try to review everything you've been taught from SS1 to SS3 so that you can study very well for your final exam. Hope you understand. Toxic reading is very bad and it won't make you survive academically well in your secondary school or your high school. The second point I'll be talking about, which I feel is very important for students to know now, I may just use this statement. Either you like it or you don't like it, but I just have to tell you the truth on this video because it's informational. Do not depend too much on your class notes. I know some people may be like, why is this saying we should not depend too much on your class notes? I want you to remember that irrespective of either in SS classes or your junior classes, you are going to write your final exam. And you know your final exam is not your school that will set your final exam. Like here in Nigeria, if you are in a senior class, once you enter your finals, that's your SS3, you are going to write your JAM, you are going to write your WAEC, you are going to write your NECO, and there are other exams like NAPTEP that people write. Trust me, it is not your school that is going to set it. Quite alright, your notes might do you good for you to be passing very well in your teacher's exam because that is what she taught you or what he taught you that you are reading from. But trust me, you all need to have that habit of using your textbook. Whatever topic you are taught in class, go to the topic in the textbook and relate it. That is why you have textbook. You don't have textbook for just putting it in your bag to show that you have complete stationaries in school. You have to relate it topic by topic, and by doing so, you will see that you are going to do well in even your class exam and your final exams. You are going to do well. I didn't say notes are not good, don't get me wrong, but the way you depend on your notes, that's also where you have to read more of that topic, because the fact is, no matter how your teacher is good, your teacher is not going to cover up everything. Your time limit for class, I think highest will be 45 minutes. So where will he have that time to finish a textbook, like a particular topic he taught you, if you check your textbook, some might be 5 pages there, and trust me, he won't have that time to cover up more. And as a student, it's your responsibility to study more and get to know more. Your teacher can't tell you everything, that is just the fact. So don't rely so much on your notebook. Try to research more on your textbook to attain academic excellence. The third thing I'll be telling you under this academic aspect, which will be the last aspect, is stop comparing yourself with others. The fact about life is that if you are here, there are people more than you, and there are people that you are more than. So let's assume for the fact maybe you are the type taking maybe 4th in class, 5th in class, maybe 3rd in class, or even maybe 2nd in class. Then there's this girl, there's this boy that do top you, that do take first, that do lead the class. Quite alright, you know that person is good than you, but that doesn't give you the right to compare yourself with them. Quite alright, you are doing well in class. The only thing you can do, which will be great, is gain that inspiration from them. See them as a challenge. See them like, look at this person is doing good, I want to be doing good like that person. But don't try to be like that person. If you know your own method of understanding things takes you like 1 hour, it takes you 1 hour to finish 5 pages of notebooks and textbooks, but the person who leads the class just take him or her like 30 minutes to do so. You guys are different. Don't compare yourself. Just find the way you'll be able to maximize that 1 hour to cover and know more, and trust me, you are going to do well. Because if you compare yourself, the person keeps going, she keeps going, keeps leading, and you just keep going down because you are trying to be like somebody. You were created differently. You came into this world differently, of different background, different parents, of different ability. So stop comparing yourself with others. Be your own fan and try to improve on yourself. So now let's move on the relationship aspect. This is a very important aspect also in how to survive in high school, because apart from reading, you also have to relate with people. You are not going to relate with your book. You can't talk to your book. You're not a madman. You have to talk to people and you have to relate with people, which leads us to the first point I want to make under the relationship aspect, which is know your background. Please let us understand, accept, and know our background, where we came from. The fact is that we are human beings, and human beings are in this aspect divided into 3 categories. We have the poor, we have the moderate ones, and we have the rich ones. I hope you get me. I hope you understand. So let's assume like the moderate ones, you are opportune to be in a kind of family in which your parents want you to have quality education, and they don't mind going to extent to pay such big amount of school fees for you to be in that kind of big school where they pay expensive, all their things are expensive. School fees is very expensive, you understand. So you being in that kind of school, surely you are going to relate with a lot of rich people children. You are going to relate with people of high regards in the society. Like, you relate to a lot of people. Quite alright, you are going to make friends. I'm not saying you should not flex with people. I'm not saying you should not make friends. That's nature, that's human being. You have to make friends, but please know what you are doing. Let me give you an instance now. You are relating with a rich, as a guy, you have your buddy, is a friend to you, is a close friend to you, but you know that this boy is from a very wealthy family. You know that when this boy is resuming, his father pays his school fees once, hundreds of thousands of currency, of naira, dollars, whatever. So the father pays it once, like he does not pay half payment. The father pays it once. You see the provisions, everything, the way the cars that bring the guy to school, everything is of top, high notch and high class. But you know you are from a moderate family. You know that your parents might pay twice just to meet up. They might pay half and come and pay half. Some even 3 quarter payment just to meet up that big payment. They have to sell this, sell that. Also have to make sure that you as their child have quality education. You see, there are 2 differences there. So I'm not saying you should not play, you should not talk to him, but just know your limit. Know that you are going to leave high school to college, and you know that one for sure is that him now, the rich guy, after finishing, Either he goes abroad to study or he gets a private school to study. But you are going to a federal or a state university to study. And like Nigeria here, the hustle and tussle of getting admission in federal and state university is not for the faint-hearted. You have to study, meet off your cutoff and everything. Like it's not easy getting admission into a federal and state institution here. So why do you keep comparing yourself with him? And okay, God forbid, what if he leaves or she leaves high school, goes abroad, study, and she forgets you, pretend as if she doesn't even know you before? You are the one at loss. You'll be going to rewrite JAMB, WAEC and any other admission exam more than 3 times because you were following somebody. He has his opportunities already. Pass or don't pass, surely he's gonna go to school. But you have to go to a federal or a state institution, so you need to sit down and study. When you study, you are studying. When it's time to relate to that rich guy, relate to that rich guy, so that you guys can still keep that vibe together, so that you know that okay, I related with rich people. I know rich people. Yes, everybody wants to know rich people, relate with rich people that have money. Yes, we all know. But just make sure after finishing your high school, you know that yes, I didn't go there to just relate to rich people. I also finished and I gained my admission immediately like they did. As they are graduating, I'm also graduating. You understand this aspect. The second part I want to talk about this relationship aspect is also very important, which is avoid intimate crushing. I don't know if I set in that English very well, but when it means to crush on somebody, then avoiding it to be intimate. We know we children of nowadays, our hearts used to pound that too early for our opposite sex. It's even so surprising to even see preschool, just primary school. It's this of primary 4 or 5 saying having crush on. Yes, that one is there. But the fact is that yes, you are a guy, she's a girl. It's not the fault of your heart being attracted, or your brain being attracted. I don't know which part of the body is to attract. I don't know. So it's not the fault of anybody of your heart to have your brain to attract to her. You understand that crush, you like the girl. Yes, but please don't make it intimate. We all in high school then, everybody is like, that place is like a contract, that place is like a playground, everybody is just playing. So you have the right to say yes, I love this girl, I'm crushing on this girl, but it shouldn't be intimate. It should be off limit. You can care for her, buy her things. When she don't have pencil, you give her. She have barrel, you give her. Help me do this. Just to show you guys can sit down together, play together, just to have that high school love story. But please don't allow it to get too intimate. I hope you understand what I'm saying, because apart from the intimacy, for me, in my own view, I kind of see this high school love story as contract. You guys get a crush on each other at maybe SS2, maybe your 9th grade, just have one more class to go, and in your finals you finish, you guys go your separate lives. What's the use? And yes, some people may kind of be like, all this, you hear people saying yes, we fell in love in secondary school, we continue in university, and we got married. Please, how many used to work out? How many? It's rare cases. Not just get into something serious and just concentrate on what brought you to school to study and get out in flying colors. Now to the social aspect. What is school without socializing? What is school without flexing? The entertainment aspect, for me then in high school, I think it's my social life was, I love the academics, but I read I make sure I took my academics very serious. But when it's time for social activities, it's a whole lot. So a lot of people will ask me this question, how do I balance my social life and my academics? Everything is still in that same word, balance. Know what you are doing. When it's time to socialize, do your stuffs and everything. And when it's time to read your book. Even say here in Africa, we might not even really have that opportunity like other countries do. You see people in secondary school, they do YouTubing in their school, they shoot YouTube videos in their school, in my old school they don't even used to allow phones. I don't know that in your school they allow phones. So we never even had that opportunity of even doing a social life, or doing trying to do like, let's say, content creating while we're still in secondary school, because there was no phone. Like, I even did a boarding school, there was no phone, so the only thing I think social things we do is maybe social activities and stuff like that only when we get home. So me, my love for content creating started since when I was in secondary school, even if there were some obstacles of discouragement whatsoever, you understand. But I do my content creating like when I come back from vacation. We also still go for a lesson. Like, here you will study till your head want to burst, I swear. So when I come back, I still do content, but I still try to relate it with my academics. So if you are the type that does content creating still while in secondary school, it's all about balance. When it's time for content creating, do content creating, but I would like you to like prioritize your academics first. Don't allow your academics to suffer. Do your academics more. If you want to like time it, I feel maybe spend 3 hours in your content, but spend like 5 hours in your academics and try to balance, so that maybe as you're making your money from content, you are making your money from academics, because there are a lot of high school students that are making millions while still in high school because they get brand deals, influencing. Still, yes, make your money, do your academics so that you have money and you are good academically. Like, that is so nice. I hope you understand. So just balance it up. And also on this socializing aspect, please try to keep the good vibe as possible in your high school, because I feel high school is the best time to keep friends. It's the best time to relate well, because university is just like this kind of I don't care world. You're on your own. You go to class, you don't go to class, you're on your own. You fail, you pass, you're on your own. You drop out, you're on your own. Like, you are just on your own. Like, you are on your own. Now you're turning to a man, you're turning to a woman. Like, you be on your own. So I feel like secondary school is the best time to enjoy yourself. Associate with good people, not bad people. Fights will occur, laugh will occur, a lot of things will occur, punishment from teachers will occur. Those fun parts in school, enjoy them. Enjoy your academic life too. Just make sure you enjoy your high school very well. But please, I didn't say enjoy that you will not be serious with your school. Enjoy it that whenever you recall, you'll be like, wow, I did well in my academics. Socializing too was sweet. We flex, even in terms of academics, I passed. Please, so just make sure and socialize well, because you don't know where you'll meet these people later. You don't know who might be of help to each other. And I even advise that even if you are keeping grudges with a girl then in school, or with a guy then in school, in the name of one fight or the other, I believe maybe you guys should settle things out, even while not in school, because everybody wants to keep that pride. I don't want to talk to you till I leave school, but just make sure when you get home, make sure you try getting their contacts, chatting them up. You know, they are not seeing each other, so you guys can like balance things up and come back together and feel like, okay, I left school not having grudges with anyone. But if anyone has with you, no problem, but you know that you have cleared your own mind, you've done what you're supposed to do, and just leave the rest. Don't give a damn again about anybody's having grudges with you, and just live your free life. And that's just it. Socialize well, enjoy it, and you are good to go. I hope you understand. Be very prayerful. I forgot to add this. That should even be the first thing. Be very prayerful. Please be very prayerful. So at this point, we'll be closing the chapter for today's video. So please, I don't know if I've talked much about what I'm supposed to, because I feel I've not really told you guys much. But if you want a part 2 to this, tell me in the comment section, hit me up on social media, ask me any question you want to ask me concerning it, because I passed through high school and I'm a graduate, and there are a lot of things I was not told, and I don't want you guys to experience that also. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys on my next video. I love you all. Stay positive. Bye.